Good morning, everyone. My name is Bisola Urimalade, the Marketing Manager here at Mercurius IT. Thank you for joining this live event on the new release of D365 F&SCM. Our F&SCM consultant, Mohammed Rizvan, will take you through the latest release. So who are we? Mercurius IT is a Microsoft award-winning solution partner in the UK. We provide end-to-end services in consulting, implementation, and business as usual support for Dynamics 365 Business Central, finance and supply chain, and all aspects of CRM, such as D365 for sales, marketing, customer service, field service, project operations, and HR. We also provide managed services on Azure. We're a 20-year-old company based in the UK, Milton Keynes. If you have any questions whatsoever during the webinar, please do not hesitate to use the question and answer section, and we will get to your questions at the end. I'll now hand you over to Mohammed, who will take you through to the new updates. Thank you.
Hi, welcome all for today's webinar session. So myself is Mohammed Rizwan Azam. So I'm from Mercurius IT. I'm manager for Microsoft D365 F&SCM. So moving on to the slides and without wasting much of time on the today's webinar session. So I just wanted to welcome you all for this session. So today we are talking about the transforming business operations in D365 F&SCM and objectives of Wave 1 2025 and what are the main focuses of Wave 1 2025 and some of the key takeaways from this Wave 1 2025. So Microsoft Dynamics Finance continues to evolve with each new releases, bringing enhanced functionality and improved security features. The latest version 10.0.43, which is also called as Wave 1 2025, which is set for a general availability in March 2025, introduces significant updates that streamlines financial management, strengthens security governance, and enhance overall system performance. In this session, we will explore the key or updates and the futures in D365 Finance Wave 1 2025 and how they benefits business. So before we moving on to the key updates, I just want to give a brief timeline. So this was preview released for these features Wave 1 2025 in January 2025. And post that early access has been given for the users for 2020 in February 2025. And then in March 2025, the general availability for selected region has been given. And in April, it went global rollout began. So what are the updates? What are the things or the key takeaways? What are the new features added in finance? So I have segregated into the what are the new features added in the finance, SCM, and the Copilot and the AI updates. So first we'll start with the what's new in finance. So as you see, that's automated import and matching bank statements. So this is on the bank reconciliation. So bank reconciliations, many updates has been done, like speed up of bank reconciliation with duplicate matching rules. The bank reconciliation process is time consuming and error prone and labor intensive. With this feature, user can duplicate the matching rule for the bank reconciliation process, which will speed up the setup process and reduces the time spent on the manual configuration. It also ensures consistency, reducing the risk of errors and discrepancies in the reconciliation process. We can tailor the duplicate rules to fit the specific needs of scenarios, making it easier to handle unique or complex transactions without compromising on the accuracy. And it also minimizes the intervention or the errors, human errors, because it's auto uploaded the statement and then the matching rules is performed and then it will be ready for our reconciliation. Like the new reconciliation feature, which also includes cancel customer payment journals from bank reconciliation worksheets. That is earlier, if any customer payments has been done, how to cancel those. The cancel customer payment journal from bank reconciliation worksheet features allows users to reverse the posted custom payments directly from the bank reconciliation worksheet. Okay, this feature will minimize errors in the financial records, streamline the process of managing customer payments, save time and efforts for the financial teams. And also it disables the unmatched actions for the generated payments related statements. So apart from that, there is a one more feature which is added, which calls as advanced or further bank reconciliation for report enhancement, which also works for the audited ready reconciliation summaries. The future, what it talks about is an advanced bank reconciliation feature that helps banks merges with the bank reconciliation process more efficiently. Business benefits from increasing automation and more functional capabilities, reducing the need for manual work and saving time for cash management clerks. By streamlining the bank reconciliation process, D365 Finance helps business improve their financial management and ensure accurate reporting. With this feature, what is happening, the existing bank reconciliation statement report in advanced bank reconciliation is getting updated or enhanced with the two new report tools, that is redesigned report body to include details about trading party name and type, report body to include voucher and voucher descriptions. Moving on to the next, there is another feature which is in added on the tax framework. This is for the updated tax framework for multi compliances or multi country compliances. So how does this work? What are the key features or the business values for this? Multinational corporation that operates across geographical locations can configure one legal entity in D365 with addresses and related tax registration numbers in a different countries or the region. They can provide some tax regulatory reports like which are the VAT declaration, EU sale report, intrastate directly from this legal entity based on the tax transactions posted per specific tax registration number. If you see the slide, I've presented the multiple tax registration numbers which has been added for different countries. We have added like one or the multiple tax registration numbers for these. So this feature enhances the support to a multi-legal entity registration numbers feature enabled, and it generates a VAT declaration, EU sales list, and intrastate report. Supported countries and the tax regulatory reports is available at the reporting multiple VAT registrations. Okay, moving on to the next slide is for electronic reporting. So this is on the assess what is on the electronic reporting or e-invoicing part. So this talks about accessing an electronic invoicing a rollout for the Belgium. In this feature aims to comply with the Belgium specific requirement for invoicing for business to business communicate starting from January 2026. This is how it works. This is a new feature which has been added, and the format which has been used in that is a people format, which is a standard format for European region, and it generates the XML based format, and it complies with Belgium electronic invoicing standards. Then we have usage of Copilot. So this is a new feature which is added in terms of Copilot usage of agents for recommended actions on the account reconciliation agent workspace analysis various in Excel with supplementary data source. So analysis of variances in Excel with a supplementary data source is been already been used, but now it has been enhanced with some of the key features. So majorly what it talks about is reconciliation of data is a real time consuming task and often deferred until the month end period, and this can add a timelines or more stringent timelines on the completion of period close and end task and month end close tasks. So the subledger and subledger to general ledger reconciliations, this feature changes the process to be a proactive rather than reactive. When a difference is identified, Copilot will be used to notify the user for a differences between subledger and general ledger, provide an option or how to resolve the issue, and eventually resolve the issue on behalf of the user. The reconciliation should no longer be bottleneck, but instead is always in continuous state of readiness. So this feature talks about more on the first reconciliation automation focuses on the reconciling subledger versus general ledger, and later on it is planned to go with the other balance sheet reconciliation or other things. So SSRS reports will be a thing of the past, and they are replaced with the real time, near real time process that proactively notifies the finance team of a reconciliation issues. Upon recognition of an issue, each transaction provides a numerous option for possible solutions. The solution may be changing setting on the main account or some manual entries which has been posted. So system highlights that through the copilot, and it provides also a solution. What will be a possible solution which can clear these variances from the uh, from the reconciliation. So at an initial, this is the first stage where it has been released for the general ledger, subledger versus general ledger, where you can see on the screen some of the screenshots which I have added. This is how those reconciliations has been highlighted. If it is fully matching, it mentions as a fully matching. Then if it is it has some error or has some issue, it highlights as an issue, and that issue is already highlighted by the copilot and give a resolution to fix it. So this is the first stage. On the later stage, Microsoft has planned to go with the additional reconciliations, which are the balance sheet reconciliations with this enhanced copilot feature. So moving on to the next one, there are few other key finance updates, the ones which I have given the major updates. Apart from that, these are the additional updates which has been done. So that is on the financial dimensions copy. The financial dimensions for automatic transactions inherit the financial dimensions from the sales order. Thus, it fixes the issue that is caused by missing financial dimension during and posting the rounding off account from the sales order. Then performance improvement of settlement. So as you know, this settlement or the ledger settlement or a partial ledger settlement, there is an always a performance improvement which is happening, which is addressing the delay in enabling or posting of settlements, posting and settling the transactions during the settlement matching. Apart from that, modern bank reconciliations. Modern bank reconciliations are the one which are being highlighted now, which uses an automation option, and it creates an automatic customer journals and vendor payment journals to facilitate that. Microsoft has released an add-ons where a customer journal or customer journal, we can define the offset accounts and the offset financial dimensions or the main account financial dimensions, which when generating the customer payment journal, system picks directly from the bank or the setup or the matching setup which we have done, not from the customer or from the other sources. So whatever has been keyed in manually, bank reconciliations picks from there. Then the partial netting, the allow partial netting parameter lowers the netting amount when there is only one customer invoice and one vendor invoice is marked. That's again a new feature. Process automation for APR and foreign revaluation. As you all know, the foreign currency revaluation is there from the long time, but now Microsoft is automating this feature in which the process can be automatically done. Okay, those are the some of the key updates on the finance. Now moving on to the next slide where we have on the supply chain management. So what are the features or what is new in supply chain management? So I've segregated by based on the planning or some of the modules which we have. So first one is on the planning, where it enhances your demand forecast and planning, implement lean manufacturing, catch weight and step consumption. So what is enhance your demand forecast planning? So this is a this is a tracking of a new feature which enhances the demand and forecasting planning. The latest enhancement for this demand forecast planning, D365 supply chain management, provides a new insight into your supply chain planning. Take advantage of them, help you optimize your supply chain and boost your financial outcomes. So what are the features or the feature details for this? Demand planning in supply chain management helps you to plan, forecast demand based on the various data source and signals. The app now provides capability that enhances the accuracy of the demand forecast to better help you optimize your supply chain and boost your financial outcomes. All the new capabilities that are enabled by default in this feature are assortment planning, time freeze, forecast with signals, and auto detect seasonality. So let's explore one by one. Assortment of planning, forecast from top to bottom by allocating demand across different dimensions such as products, customs, or channels based on the allocation basis that you define. And then on the time freeze, establishes period during which forecast calculations set to run continuously won't update their baseline forecasts. Okay. Then the third one is a forecast with signals. Now allows you to define a multiple input signals and lets you choose between Propet forecast algorithm, XG boost forecast algorithm, or best in forecast module, which automatically calculates both XG boost and Prophet results for such each combination of dimension and chooses for the best one of the final forecast. Lastly, what is an auto detect seasonality? Automatically detects seasonality pattern for all the forecast algorithms. The system runs an algorithm to detect distinctly seasonality patterns across different dimensions such as products and locations. So you can see their charts and all, which has been talks about what are the different types of charts which are dashboards which are present or which are available for this demand forecast planning. Some of them I have just highlighted here uh, as an sample. Sorry, moving on to the next. We have procurement enhancement and inventory logistic updates. It covers many things, out of which integrate contract lifecycle management to source to pay, manage supplier relationship with supplier engagement, enhances supply chain traceability with tracking attributes, enhance vendor rebate management. So what does okay. There is one more point which is there, which is on the implement lean manufacturing catch weight and step consumption. So what does this says is integration management, where it says the planning optimization planning engine empowers business to streamline their planning process, reduces the cost and improve services levels by enabling fast and accurate supply plans. This ultimately lead to a more agile and responsive supply chain. Planning optimization now includes features that allow companies using lean manufacturing, catch weight price and measurement. So what are the features it includes? It includes the planning optimization feature which supports the business process, that is the lean manufacturing, catch weight and step consumption. So what do we mean by lean manufacturing feature? A production philosophy aimed at maximizing value for customers while minimizing waste. So it originates from the from I think it's from the Toyota production system and focuses on continuous improvement and operational efficiency. Catch weight. A catch weight is a pricing measurement system used primarily in food industries where products are sold based on their actual weight rather than predetermined fixed weight. This is particularly important for the items that naturally vary in size and weight, such as meat, seafood, or fresh produce. So the next one is step consumption. Step consumption is manages material consumption in a way that accommodates non-linear consumption rate based on the production qualities. Okay. Moving on to the next. These are the points which I've talked about the procurement enhancement and inventory logistic updates. So to talk about briefly on integrated contract life management in source to pay, we have the main features is like contract life cycle. CLM is a key element of source to pay process. Dynamic supply chain management now provides a platform that makes it easy to integrate with an external CLM system. The feature supports out of the box rule and integration points in the interacting with CLM. The integration support purchase agreement and non-disclosure agreement and and leverages master data and supply chain management. Moving on to the next point where manages supplies relation with the supplier engagement. This feature, this is a new feature which is added to the supplier engagement application, provides some Microsoft Power Apps experience that integrates with Dynamics 365 Supply Chain Management and D365 FNO. The app lets you manage both strategic and tactical areas of your supplier relations, including scheduling appointments, tracking performance, scheduling supplier reviews, and managing prospective supplier that aren't registered yet. And moving on to the next point, where we have enhanced supply chain traceability with tracking attributes. So this talks about the future where you can now configure the data collection and assign it to a specific activity type and code to store measurement attributes for tracking and tracing. The configuration allows you to monitor and manage various activities within the supply chain in detail. The system also enables you to retrieve all the measurements and attributes related to the each serial, batch, asset, or lot numbers. The retrieval process ensures that all relevant data is accessible, analysis, and decision making. And lastly, we have enhanced vendor rebate management. Vendor rebate management feature is a key capability to provide approval and reconciliation flexibility, which includes a new rebate management workflow for resubmission process for the vendor has been added, and enhanced posting profile that allows transactions to be reconciled according to the purchased from vendor rather than using a fixed or predefined vendors. Improved repaid output for vendor invoices by consolidating multiple ledgers for the same vendor into a single vendor line with a several ledger lines. Moving on to the next one on the asset management. You can see this is the one feature which is added, which is very good feature I can say, which is an achieve regulatory compliance and a quality excellence, which optimize the testing strategies, regulates the compliances, and digitalize the manufacturing of precision and compliances. So what are these things says? The advanced quality management integrates throughout the supply chain management solution, where it includes the optimized testing strategies like flexible sampling plan, skip lot of testing, quality order creation triggers and sample management, instrument calibrations, and acceptable quality limits. So this is covered through the optimized testing strategies. And under the regulatory compliances, the approved customer list, customer specific certification for analysis, that is COA, and enhanced to electronic signature. Then moving on to the digital manufacturing for precision and compliances, electronic batch records and production dispensing feature has been added. Continuous improvement and risk mitigation, corrective and preventive actions, COPPA management, and enhancements to the non-conformance has been added. Enhanced user experience, where the feature is added simplified entry of quality test results and new workspaces for quality management purpose. Okay, moving on to the next, there are some of the key updates from supply chain, which keeps pegging between the approved planned orders and the planning optimization, support for material step consumption for planning optimization, reserve on-hand quantity as an acceptable ATP, clean up data from failed demand planning, import failed jobs, assign auto charge for a purchase order, clean up work experience logs. Next on the SCM on the Copilot. So supply chain on the Copilot mainly focuses on the feature where purchasers are spending significant manual efforts checking incoming emails, assessing the status of each purchase order, or replying to or and follow up with the suppliers and updating systems. The supplier communication and agent help purchasers by providing the following features. So what are the new features which is added by the Copilot? That is follow up with the vendors on a purchase order. The agent can automatically draft ready to send emails that, for example, ask a vendor about the status of a delayed order, remind them. So system does that, and speed up purchase order updates based on the incoming vendor emails. The agent automatically reads all your emails in the inbox to analyze communications from your vendors. It finds messages related to the purchases orders and analyzes them together with an organizational data to identify both purchase order confirmations and change requests. If then runs automated task to based on the inbox or the based on the details own or user defined rules. Moving on to the next one. This is all about the updates whatever we had. And now the final question comes in, why upgrade to D365 Finance Wave 1 is required. So as it's outlined, it says like enhanced compliances. The realistic include updates for regulatory compliances, including support for mandatory electronic invoicing region like Poland and Belgium is there, and greater flexibility for scalability. The release introduces the new feature and enhancements that improve flexibility and scalability of Dynamics F&O, enabling business to better adopt the changing needs. And AI powered, as we discussed, the release introduced AI agent that can assist in various tasks such as creating sales orders from form sales or sending an emails, automating supplier communication, and providing recommendations for the autofilling data. And enhance experiences is Copilot integration enhances the user experience by providing intuitive AI driven assistance, making it easier to navigate in the tasks. Improved decision making, AI powered insights analytics provides the user with a better data insight, enabling more informed decision makings. So these are some of the key benefits in 10.0.43 version. Business can improve their financial operations, maintain compliance, and enhance security in a rapidly evolving digital landscapes. Lastly, these are the roadmap where Microsoft is planned to go with these of the some of the main upcoming features where proactive subledger reconciliations has been provided, enhanced bank account management, automated reconciliations, automated FX revaluations, then improved performance for voucher journal import, validating and posting, user security governance, and accounting explorer has been planned. So these are the some of the roadmaps which we have it. Finally, now I'll open up for questions if you have any.
Thanks, Mohammed. Yes, there are a few questions I've got for you here.
Yeah.
Okay, the first question is, can the Wave 1 version updates, sorry, can the Wave 1 version update be deferred or avoided?
Okay. As Microsoft releases 4 service updates annually, like every quarter one. So in February, in January, which is updated in the month of February, April, July, and October. Maximum number of consecutive updates that we can pause is 1, and taking a minimum of 2 service updates per year, which is required. So only 1 we can skip, and another 1 we have to add. So out of 4, 2 are the mandatory ones which we need to install.
Okay, I've got a second question here. What operational improvement results from the updated bank account management process?
Okay, the lot of benefits from the bank account management process. Some of them are like approval workflow for bank account activation, modification, and deactivation. Configurable protected fields to determine whether bank account modification needs approval. Approver can review the proposed changes on the bank account and also on the bank account change history for the audited purpose. If you are doing any audit, you can review those audit logs. Additionally, signing master data on the bank accounts. So these are some of the benefits which are available on the bank account management.
Okay, and another question is, what is the latest update on the aggregated material shortage check?
Okay, that's a good question. So not yet available this feature, but however it is in preview state, which is soon expected to be released. The aggregated material availability check for future aggregates, supply and demand per item provides a comprehensive view of potential material shortages. You can use this feature to view inventory levels and the total material requirement across selected work orders. So this is a not currently available, but it's an upcoming feature by Microsoft. It is there in the roadmap.
Fantastic, something to look forward to. The final question I've got here is, what features does Copilot include in facilitating the resolution of reconciliation issues for users?
Okay, upon recognition of an issue, Each transaction provides numerous options for possible solutions. That solution may be changing a setting on the main account, like such as you don't allow manual entry, right? So that one, or may recognize when your posting profile has changed, causing a different balance sheet accounts to be used for a reconciliation. An audit trail also be maintained when an issue are identified along with the solution. So at any point of time, we have to show the audit trail. We can show the audit trail.
Thank you. Thanks. That's all the question I have. So thanks very much for attending. For further inquiries or to chat to our experts on how these updates can transform your business, please email May, which is MAI.A at mercuriusit.com. That's may.a at mercuriusit.com.